Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's the day. It's Star Wars Day, 20th of December 2017, 7 p.m. tonight, VMAX, George Street, Sydney. Me and Nicole are finally going to sit down and watch Star Wars The Last Jedi. I couldn't get in any sooner due to, well, it's Christmas week almost, and I'm in retail. So all you people out there who work in retail know exactly what I'm talking about. Our hours don't necessarily become our own anymore. It's all about serving our lovely customers. And our extended trading hours as well. So they kind of do interfere with recreation. I've been doing a few night shifts, so being able to go to the movies, not really on the cards at the moment. So I did have to wait, not to mention the fact that most of the sessions that I wanted to go to were sold out. We were intending to go gold class, which is a nice treat, and in the lounge chairs with the reclining seats and the food and the beers and it's just really nice. Expensive, but it's lovely. Completely sold out. One of the sessions I wanted to go to was just there was only one seat available on one side of the theatre and another on the other side of the theatre. So when you want to go to the movies with someone else, that doesn't really work out too well. So we had to settle for waiting a few days to marry my schedule and Nicole's schedule up so that we could go together. She's not the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. She did enjoy The Force Awakens, but she loves coming to these things because she really enjoys me having a good time at the theatre and she wants to share in the experience. She might not necessarily love the movies herself, but she just loves me so damn much she wants to come and enjoy the ride. I'm hoping that the movie will be good enough for her to enjoy it on its own merit. She loves good movies, so if this is good, as we hope it is, then I'm hoping that she'll at least enjoy it for what it is. If not, I might not be able to get her back for another Star Wars movie. Man of Steel burned her pretty badly when we went and saw that, so she's not really seen any more DC movies after that, or except for Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman was awesome and I put it on for her, but she still didn't really enjoy that one too much. It's just not her cup of tea, guys. Don't judge her. So yeah, so tonight's the night. I'm gonna be, it's only 10 to 11 in the morning at the moment. I'm still enjoying my coffee. Just had my yogurt and a muesli for breakfast. So I've got a bit of time to kill before making my way into the city. That's about a 30-minute train ride into the city, and it's hot as balls today. It's going to be pushing like 38 degrees. Here in Oz, in Sydney, is 100.4 degrees in Fahrenheit. So if you can kind of identify with that, then you'll understand our distress. It's also forecast really major thunderstorms for this evening and tonight too. So I'm hoping I'm not going to be, going out into a massive storm front. More importantly, I'm hoping that if the storm does hit, that it doesn't interfere in any way, shape or form with the theatre's ability to play the movie. I would hate for there to be a power out and to stop the movie halfway through and just miss out, because I've been looking forward to this movie for so damn long, ever since The Force Awakens. I've been managing so far and so good to avoid all spoilers. I've watched most of the trailers and the TV spots. As you know, if you're watching my channel, then you know I've been diving into those. But apart from that, spoilers so far have been completely avoided. I'm hoping to God nothing happens in the next few hours where that is ruined. I know some people just want to put shit out there, and once you see something you can't unsee it. So far so good. I've avoided all spoilers, and I'm gonna be pretty much just avoiding the internet like the plague today. So yeah, so tonight's the night. I will have a full review tomorrow because we're going to be getting home fairly late. So well, the review will be at the end of this video, so you don't have to wait too long. I'll have my thoughts and feelings up on here. What I have heard is that it's pretty mixed so far. I haven't dived into any reviews, but I do know that there is a general divide between the fans and the critics, but some people I've spoken to, I've just asked for a general opinion and they've not liked it at all. And yet other friends who have seen it have come out, and just the mere mention of the word Star Wars The Last Jedi just breaks them out in goosebumps, and they just cannot wait to go see it again. So I'm going in as clean slate as possible, no expectations. I appreciate if they're going to go in a new direction, that's fine. After 7 movies, it's kind of like one of the only options you really have. But yeah, so I'm just anticipating going into a theatre and enjoying a good Star Wars movie and hopefully coming out satisfied and happy and with a big goofy grin on my face like I did with Force Awakens, and yeah, just just being a happy Star Wars fan, you know? So anyway, that's the end of this intro video to what's happening with Star Wars The Last Jedi, which I'm seeing in about 8 hours. Cannot wait. Review, feelings up next. Yeah, so the heavens have opened up, as you can see right there. All good. I still have an hour and 10 minutes before I need to get going, so the rain will stop by the time I need to run out in it, because it just will. Hey guys, so I watched Star Wars The Last Jedi last night. It was a fairly packed theatre. I was in the VMAX in George Street and that was a really big cinema complex in there. And for a 7 p.m. showing on a Wednesday night, yeah, it was pretty full. A lot of fans. I was pretty much one of the only guys wearing the Star Wars shirt, as you can see. My favourites. So yeah, so I don't know if it was like people who were like pretty much there for their second viewing, their first viewing, or third or fourth, I'm not sure, but it was definitely my first one with me and Nicole. Funny story, on the way into the theatre, we went and had a hamburger from Grilled. The chicken burger was okay. As we got our tickets, walking towards the cinema door with our popcorn, and the previous crowd were walking out past us, and the tail end of that crowd was a lady and her 2 kids. And as she's walking past us, she dropped, which I thought at the time was a pretty major bombshell of a spoiler. She go, and I'm not going to say what it is, I'm not going to do any spoilers in this review, this is all about feelings and emotions and how I kind of want to dissect it. But she dropped this massive, what I thought was a spoiler, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? I have avoided spoilers on the internet for the past 7 days or whatnot, and to get to the theatre and be like minutes away of getting in and sitting down to have something, a little nugget dropped on me like that, I was livid. Turns out it was non-founded because the spoiler she dropped, turns out it was just more her trying to figure out what she just watched and was just discussing it with her kids. So I was a really angry boy going into this theatre, but it turned out to not be a thing at all. But I did kind of colour my perspective of the movie while I was watching it. Nicole had the same thing, that we were watching this movie with this suspected knowledge, and it kind of coloured our viewing a little bit. But anyhow, it wasn't a spoiler, so I went in spoiler free. Okay, cast list. Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaacs, Andy Serkis, Domhnall Gleeson, Anthony Daniels, Gwendolyn Christie, Kelly Marie Tran, Laura Dern, Benicio del Toro, Billy Lord, and there's one more person in this cast list. I'm not going to say who it is because if you haven't seen the movie, then there's going to be a massive giveaway. Probably even saying that's going to be a giveaway. So I'm not going to go into spoil territory here. I'm not going to go over the plot in any way, shape or form. Because one, if you haven't seen the movie yet, it's not going to be fair to you. Going into these Star Wars movies spoiler free is part of the excitement. And if you have already seen it, then there's no point going over the plot because you've already seen it. So what I am going to talk about is just kind of like how I feel, and to be honest with you, I really am sitting here 12 hours after I've gotten home, and I really don't know quite what to say because I haven't really fully digested the whole film yet. Going in, I was concerned as to why it was so divisive. I mean, Rian Johnson, the director, has kind of given us a really different Star Wars, a really different take, where pretty much everything that we were coming to expect from what J.J. Abrams gave us with The Force Awakens, all these questions, all these possible theories and storylines that we could potentially appear in this movie, is completely out the window. So go in with no expectations. Like even in the trailer, Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill actually says it's not going to go the way you think, and I predicted that on those trailer reactions. I kind of knew they were going to do that to us, but if you go in thinking all this stuff is going to happen, you're going to have the mat pulled right out from under you, and you're going to be, I don't know if it's going to leave you open for disappointment or not, but it was an interesting take, and yeah, I was, So, did I like the movie? Yes, I did like the movie. I don't know how much I liked the movie. Coming out of The Force Awakens, I was completely spellbound. I had all my nostalgia buttons, all my feels, they were pressed, and they were pressed hard, and I came out of that movie just totally in love and enraptured. Watching the movie multiple viewings, yeah, you do kind of lose that initial reaction because familiarity kind of lessens the impact. So yeah, I've only seen The Last Jedi one time. A lot of my friends have seen it multiple times and just absolutely enamored with it. I can see why. Yeah, it has got a lot of awesome parts in it. But if I was going to give a percentage, I'd say I'll possibly like 85% of this movie. 15% of this movie I had a lot of trouble with. There were some scenes did not belong in this movie to me. They were directly lifted from Phantom Menace territory and inserted into this film, which was meant to be kind of like The Empire Strikes Back, where we're going for a darker feel. But there were some scenes where just like directly, I was just Phantom Menace, really Disney-fied, really childish, borderline silly, and it kind of did take me out of the movie a fair bit. Nicole had the same reaction. It was just like, and in those segments of the movies, I really kind of just did find myself pulled right out and actively not enjoying the movie, which is sad to say. But that was just a small portion, just a certain character arc of a certain character or two. But there was some stuff that I really did like though. The action sequence, like the second half of the movie for me was pure bliss, pure Star Wars, and that's when I really kind of found myself very engaged with the story and loving every step of the way. But the first half, yeah, there was some trouble. Not the whole part. Most of it was pretty cool. It's just a few segments, and I was like, damn, man, what the hell? But yeah, so we have got a lot of like, it's definitely a Star Wars movie. Don't go in thinking that it's not going to be Star Wars. It is. It's a full-blown Star Wars movie, and I'm really curious as to see where they're going to go next. J.J. Abrams likes to play with his mystery box storytelling, where it's all about the mystery and the journey to it, and not necessarily the mystery box itself isn't actually important as getting there, and suspense and build up and all this anticipation. Where Rian Johnson is a brilliant storyteller, and he is all about the sci-fi and character development and exploring new territory, and he did that really well. Sometimes, yeah, it was hit and miss. Wasn't going to necessarily hit the mark with everybody. A lot of people absolutely adore this flick. A lot of people hate it. I don't get the hate, honestly. It's still a Star Wars film, and there's still a lot of really iconic scenes in this movie, and the space battles are sick. The music, John Williams nails it again. So I don't get the hate. I understand the backlash to some scenes like myself. I'm in the middle. I really do need to see it again, and I won't watch it again until it comes out on the home theatre format. And I will do another review when the hopefully 4K version comes out. and I will probably dive a little bit more into the spoil territory, because by then hopefully a lot of people would have seen it by then, and obviously I'll give my update on how the if it's 4K, how it looks. But yeah, so I'm definitely on the fence. Seen it one time. It's one of those movies that you do need to see multiple times, and that's a testament to Rian Johnson as a director, to put so much story and characterization and just little nuggets of things that only really become apparent upon second, third, fourth, fifth viewings. And that's what these Star Wars movies are all about. I mean, the original trilogy, I've grown up on it. I've seen those movies countless times. Even the prequel series, although not as impressive, well, they are technically impressive, and they're fantastic for their time. They were beautiful films, and the CGI was a stunning achievement by George Lucas. A little too much, a little heavy-handed, but it was really good. But even those movies, the problems they had certain moments which were truly exceptional, like the Duel of the Fates and the Phantom Menace. Unreal. Attack of the Clones. Okay, maybe not so much in Attack of the Clones. The Yoda battle in The Revenge of the Sith. Sick. Between Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Amazing. There were some great nuggets in those movies. Comparatively speaking, with the Jedi, the good definitely outweighs the bad. And when I say bad, it's not necessarily bad. It just wasn't suited to me as a Star Wars fan. It's really hard to say. You know, I'm really just sitting on the fence going, it's just like you had a really, really big succulent meal, and you sit down and then you just kind of have that, I don't feel very well, I need to go have a nap. And then when you have your rest and you wake up, you feel a lot better for it. As I am. I just not have had my nap yet. I need to wake up and kind of like see how the meal is sitting. And I really do have a feeling I'm going to reflect and really love this movie. I think it's going to grow on me. It really will. Going in, not to expect the second time around, yeah. But at the present moment, yeah, I'm still really kind of trying to figure out where I lay. So yeah, I did enjoy it. Some scenes, a little bit weird, but majority of it really cool. The Luke and the Rey force training stuff, yeah, really cool. A little bit of existential force learning stuff was going on in there, which was a little weird, where you're kind of like watching the screen wondering what the hell is going on. And then the Rey and Kylo Ren stuff was really cool. I really loved their interplay, and the Snoke was cool. Just watch the movie, and yeah. But end of the day, walked out pretty satisfied. Like I said, the second half of the movie for me was where it was at, and coming out, I did feel really happy, and I did have that grin on my face. I was pretty stoked that I once again got to see a Star Wars movie on the big screen. Whenever that, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away logo comes up and the music just kicks in, you can't help but feel like a little kid once again, you know, and it's just, you just want to stand up and cheer, and then the title crawl comes and you're off. So yes, first time viewing, still trying to digest it. I did enjoy it, so don't go smashing me in the comments. It was a fun movie, a welcome addition to the Star Wars franchise. I'm excited to see where it's going to go next, and I'm curious as to what Rian Johnson is going to do with the new trilogy that he's got formulating in his magnificent brain. I've got no idea what he's going to do. He's got no idea what he's going to do, but it will be an interesting ride. And we will wait and see. I guess there'll be a few years out before we see what he does with that. And a couple more years to see what J.J. Abrams brings back to the table with Part 9. He's going to be tying it all up. Hopefully he kind of maintains the mystery box leading up to the theatre, like up to the theatrical release, because going in not knowing anything is half the fun. But I hope he brings a satisfying conclusion to everything that Rian Johnson has delivered us, feeding off the back of what J.J. Abrams had left for him in the first place. So yeah, it's going to be curious. Anyway, guys, if there's one thing I do recommend you do, and hey, if you're watching this channel and you're a big nerd like I will, you will go and see this movie at the theatre, and you will form your own opinion. So anyway, guys, that's my impressions, thoughts, and feelings about Star Wars The Last Jedi. Go watch it at the movies, enjoy it on the big screen. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. Try to be mindful of spoilers, or if you haven't seen it yet, just kind of like, you know, skim. And yeah, just enjoy it. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the release on the home video format when it comes out, because I definitely will be seeing this one a few more times. Doing a marathon would be really cool if I had the time. Anyway guys, thank you so much for checking into my channel. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, throw me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.